Hello, my name's Rupert Paget from Paget Property Investments Limited. Now, when people want to invest with us, they want to know how we select our properties. Well, it's not so much about selecting a property, it's about making sure we deselect all the wrong properties. So what we go through is sort of more of a deselection process. We cancel out the ones that do not work. So how do we choose the ones that don't work? Well, how do we know that these are the ones that are not going to work? Well, we have a 6C rule base that we use. Now, the 6Cs are: first, C for capacity, which we're looking at the number of people that the property can hold. Then we have C for city. We make sure that it's in the right area of the city, or the right city. And then we have C for capital. What we're looking for is capital growth on the property. Are we getting a good discount? And then we have C for cash flow. Do we get the right cash flow for this property? And then we have C for check. That means we have to check that all through our due diligence. We have to see for check is that we actually go and look for how much that property will rent for. We'll do basically put an advert for that property and make sure that we can get the tenants that we need. More about that later. And then the last one, C for contingency. Basically, you want to have a little bit of a buffer in your cash pot, so in case of emergencies. So let's talk about the first one, C for capacity. Now, talking about what is capacity? What are we looking for here? We're looking for properties with 3 or 4 bedrooms. Now, why is that? Well, consider this. Say you have a 1-bedroom property. Now, who's going to be staying in a 1-bedroom property? It's a single person, most likely. If you have 2 people, say 2 people in 2 separate single-bedroom properties, say they meet, now they want to live together. So obviously one of them is going to move out and move in with the other one. So if have the property that's going to lose your tenant, then you have to find a new tenant. Now, how much does that cost? Well, roughly that costs about £1,500 to change a tenant. That includes the change, that includes looking for a new tenant, the gap in between paying the rent while the rent's not being paid, and this also includes all the refurbishment, or the basic cleanup, make it back, put the property back together again. In some cases, you might not be able to take this money from the deposit because it'll be just wear and tear, normal wear and tear. It won't be normal damage, but you're going to have to pay it yourself to bring it back up to spec. So roughly it's about £1,500 per changeover. Sometimes it could be 0, sometimes it could be 3,000, but yeah. So we estimate around about 1,500 for a changeover. Now, say you got a changeover, say once every 1 year, once a year, and then over 10 years, that's a £15,000 problem, £15,000 problem that you have. Okay. Now, if you've got 10 properties, well, that's a £150,000 problem now. So we don't want single let or single bedroom properties because they have a high tendency of changeovers. What you want is more a property that is going to have a lifer in it. Now, a lifer is someone who wants to stay there for a long time. Now, who are they? These are families. These are families who found the right area. They have kids. The kids are going to school. They have grandparents in the neighborhood. They like the neighborhood. They love where they live. So this is someone who's going to stay there forever. Now, if it's a family, they're going to need a 3 to 4 bedroom property. Okay, so they're the type of properties that we're looking for, and we're looking for families that are going to stay there. Okay, so what's the benefit of having a lifer? Well, one, they're not going to change too many times. They're not going to get up and move and change house, which is fantastic. So you remove that £1,500 problem. Now, what about if there's a problem with the house? Say the walls need painting, or A doorknob needs adjusting. What else are life going to do? They're going to fix it themselves. They're not going to worry about getting in and asking the landlord to do it all the time. No, it's their property. They feel like they live there. That's their home. They want their home to look beautiful. So they're going to ask the landlord, look, can we paint this wall for us? Can we fix this door? And you just say, yeah, go ahead. I'll supply the paint. I'll supply the tools. Off you go. So you get someone who not only, it's not going to move out, but someone who's keeping the property up to spec as well and reducing your maintenance costs. So they're the type of people that we're looking for. And to get those type of people, 3 to 4 bedroom properties are the ones we're looking for. There we go. So that's C for capacity. What is next? Well, next one is C for city. We'll cover that next. Okay, cheers.